टू चिंगारी गपशप। और आज ना आप ठंडा पानी लेकर बैठ जाइए क्योंकि हमारे आज के शो में आ रहे हैं द वेरी हॉट, द वेरी डिसिप्लिन्ड एंड द वेरी वार्म एंड काइंड विद्युत जामवाल। विद्युत, वेलकम टू चिंगारी गपशप। आप पहली बार यहाँ पे आए हैं एंड वी आर सो थ्रिल्ड टू हैव यू, तो आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है।
थैंक यू।
यू नो विद्युत, आपकी जो नेक्स्ट फिल्म आ रही है खुदा हाफिज 2 अग्नि परीक्षा, नाम में काफ़ी सारी चिंगारियाँ हैं, तो ये मूवी कैसे चिंगारी लगाने वाली है?
नहीं, कैसे लगाने वाली है चिंगारी पता नहीं, बट चिंगारी लगेगी जरूर, इसका मैं दावा कर सकता हूँ।
जब किसी आदमी को इतना मजबूर कर दिया जाए ना, तो उसे अंजाम की परवाह ना रहे। ऐसे ही मामूली लोग आगे चल के बाहुबली बनते हैं। मेरी बेटी चाहिए।
विद्युत, I was watching obviously a lot of your action and some of your interviews. तो इस मूवी में ऐसा कौन सा वो मोमेंट है जब एक एक्शन सीक्वेंस करने से पहले you kind of thought के okay ये हम करने वाले हैं?
No, but you know the amazing thing is that every time I do an action piece, every time without fail, there's never been a piece where I've not been scared or I've not been skeptical about that particular scene. जो कहते हैं कि डर नहीं लगता, वो मुझे लगता है वो झूठ कह रहे हैं, because every time you do something there is a little fear in your head.
Yeah.
खुदा हाफिज में हमने एक जेल सीक्वेंस किया है and I've grown up watching sequences in the jail. Like अंदर आदमी अंदर जाता है, उसको इतना तंग किया जाता है कि वो बागी बन जाता है. In movies there's a lot of pressure in my head to do the piece in a way that it has not been witnessed before. So that's what was on my mind throughout when I was shooting for Khuda Haafiz, and I recently just watched the sequence, and I can with great pride say that India has the best action sequence from inside the jail.
विद्युत, आप जब सुबह उठते हैं तो अपने आप को कहते हैं कि यार विद्युत आज क्या चमत्कार करोगे, तो आज सुबह क्या कहा आपने?
नहीं कहा तो मैंने अपने से पूछता हूँ कि what spectacular thing will I do today? I really ask myself this, and out of happiness. मगर मैं ये नहीं बोलता हूँ कि आज ये करोगे. So if the divine wants me to do something, I'm ready for it. और हर दिन कुछ ना कुछ तो ऐसा होता है जहाँ मौका मिलता है कुछ मजेदार करने।
आई एम सो ग्लैड कि हम यहाँ पे मिल रहे हैं चिंगारी पे। मेरे लिए तो यही चमत्कार वाली बात है बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली वी बीन सच ग्रेट फैंस ऑफ योर्स। एज ए मार्शल आर्टिस्ट यू नोन ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, लेकिन लाइक यू नो बेटर, मार्शल आर्टिस्ट को अपना इमोशन जो है वो छुपाने के लिए ट्रेन किया जाता है और एक एक्टर को बिल्कुल ऑपोजिट करना होता है, स्पेशली व्हेन यू प्लेइंग अ फादर लाइक इन खुदा हाफिज 2 अग्नि परीक्षा। तो इन दोनों रोल्स जो आप एक इंसान में ही समाये हुए हैं, इनको आप कैसे मैनेज करते हैं?
ये हकीकत नहीं है कि एक मार्शल आर्टिस्ट को ट्रेनिंग दी जाती है कि आप अपने इमोशन ना दिखाएं। A perfect martial artist is really somebody who can express every emotion in the body, in the mind. So ये myth है।
अच्छा।
हाँ, अगर आप जैसे Bruce Lee is one of the biggest we've ever had, one of the most emotional beings. If you watch Arnold Schwarzenegger, you will hear him say that there is a lot of emotion inside. You can't take an emotion out of a human being. It's impossible. Then you'll not be human. So ये हकीकत नहीं है।
हाँ, नहीं पर इमोशन अंदर तो डेफिनेटली होता है बिकॉज एवरीवनस ह्यूमन, बट टू हाइड दैट पेन आर मार्शल आर्टिस्ट ट्रेन्ड इन दैट वे कि शक्ल पे नहीं आना चाहिए क्या?
ना छुपाना आसान है, आपको मैं बात बताऊं, छुपा सकते हैं, बट दिखाना भी उतना ही आसान है। Like if you feel something and if you're teary eyed and if you want to let them go, you should let them go. As a martial artist, when you're given pain, the threshold is higher for sure. You will not वो वाला थोड़ा कम हो सकता है. So it's not very difficult because at the end of it, you're a human being.
That's very true. Also talking about being a human being, I saw your video recently जिसमें आप neck deep snow में थे for almost 3 hours, I think 2 hours 58 minutes. ये जो आपने किया, it is helping me in my gym to do more sets, जिसमें आप कह रहे थे that you know you wanted to talk to every cell in your body and see कि क्या होता है, but that last moment with you जब आप जाने वाले थे neck deep snow, what was that thought that came to your head?
This is a very long process. I've been a martial artist and I do the Indian martial art, Kalari Pipe. The first step of learning Kalari Pipe is to learn how to heal the body. So for that you need to know the whole anatomy of the human system. There are 7 systems in the body, from the muscular system, the respiratory system, the neuromuscular system, the lymphatic system, the digestive system. So जब आपको उन सबका समझ आ जाती है, that's when you are trained how to attack or kill people, so that if you kill somebody accidentally, you know how to heal. This is the initial schooling of Kalaripai. And in the end, when you go through the whole process of gymnastics, weaponry, then you reach a few places where you blindfold yourself. You don't use one of your senses. And another one of them is to go deep into extremity.
Oh my God!
So I submerge myself into snow, and it's a lot of over the years training, but the mind starts playing games because it's a very individual thing. जब आप बर्फ में जाते हैं, अपने जो सीखा होता है, कुछ भी, वो सब फेल हो जाता है.
I'm sure.
It's written by somebody else or it's been experienced by somebody else. It's very individualistic, this particular thing. So जब जाते हैं, आपका दिमाग गेम खेलने लग जाता है कि I think chilblains हो जाएंगे, आपको gangrene हो जाएगा. After every 10 minutes, your mind starts playing these amazing games, and then you have to keep saying no, it will not happen, it will not happen. You keep pushing yourself, you keep controlling, reading your breathing, and once you harness it, is when you completely become in sync. It takes a little while sometimes, but once you get in sync, there's no cold, there's no fear, there's no trepidation, nervousness, anxiety, nothing. You're just one, and it's a great experience.
Wow. Sounds only so fascinating, but it just while you were talking, I had a throwback image of my gym. जहाँ 1 minute का plank मुझे 30 minute का लगता है. So 2 hours 58 minutes in the snow. Did it feel like 2 hours and 58 minutes, or how much? What was the timeline approximately?
So the first 10 minutes are impossible to be in it. Like I said, everything fails. Everything that you've been told, everything that you know fails. Then the next 10 minutes are not as difficult, but there is a lot of trepidation in the head. And once you get into the rhythm, then time just vanishes. Then you just are there, and you don't know if it's been about 1 hour, 20 minutes, but it's an amazing process.
It does sound superhuman to us, frankly. You know, I'm sure you have trained so hard for so many years, so आप एक particular level पे आगे कर रहे हैं. But for me and the Chingarians watching, it's sounding superhuman.
Everybody is superhuman.
Yeah.
It's just that they don't realize it or believe in it. Sometimes when you do, people around you tell you, oh, you are arrogant. But we all are superhumans, and we should only hang around with people who believe we are.
Coming back to movies, Vidyut, you're an action hero. You don't enjoy watching action. How does that work?
I really don't know. Like, I just realized it a few years back that, oh, have you watched this one? No. Have you watched this one? A little bit of it. And I realized I don't gravitate towards action films too much. But my mom loves it. And like when I'm home and there's a movie going on, it could be the most ridiculous action movie. She loves it. Yeah. She loves the gore, and it's unbelievable. She's like, wow, there's a sequence in Khuda Haafiz, Agni Pariksha, where I break this guy's arm off. And I promise you, anybody I know would react. My mom was like, wow, this is very good.
That's mother that gets.
It's amazing. And but I enjoy watching romantic movies. I enjoy watching comedy.
What's your favorite genre?
I like romantic comedy. Not a big fan of horror because I just don't like that. When you go into a theater, there's boom, and suddenly this thing. You know, some people love it, but I just don't like this Zabardasti. I hate getting late to catch a flight only because I don't like that feeling.
Anxiety.
In the heart. Hence, I don't like horror so much.
So comedy and romance is what? Oh,
sports. Yeah, anything else.
Nice. You know, when I was giving your introduction before we started, I used 3 different temperatures. One was hot for obvious reasons. I'm blushing on that. One was warm because the way you interacted with everyone when you entered the set, and whatever videos of yours that I've seen recently, you were very warm and welcoming to most people. And also very cool because, you know, all these positive things that you're talking about learning and being good to people, it's a very cool thought. So warm, hot or cool? In तीनों में से, what is the temperature that you relate to with yourself?
Yeah, like a lot of people, I'm not very good with compliments, a lot of people. But I realized that it's not an excuse to be not good with compliments. You have to start accepting them.
Why not?
You should. But some of them, I genuinely, when somebody tells me, I don't believe them. Like, what? Okay, I've started accepting it now. Okay, you think
started?
It's hot. No, like, you think it's hot, it's hot. No, not you, like in Korea.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes people have called me cute, and I promise you have to look back and say, this is not me. So, I accept it with like a lot of happiness, but yeah.
Okay, so if you had to... it's difficult to kind of do that without a thermometer on yourself. Okay, so if you had to write an intro for yourself, like a one-liner or something.
My introduction cannot be one line because it would be really underselling myself.
Yeah, that's true. But something that you would want to like say that मेरा introduction ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए. I'm asking you to not be humble, but please go
I
ahead.
really like people to say whatever they think because I think they see me better than the way I see myself. But when somebody asks me that, how do you describe yourself in a few words, the only thing that comes to me is either alive, being alive, or a living being. I describe myself as one of these two.
So the thing to learn from this interview is you can be super modest as well. One personal question I have, I've been very curious, it's not written down here, it's not thought of. What is with all the rings that you are wearing? Is there something superstitious about it? Is there something you believe in? It's very fascinating to watch.
There are a few reasons for wearing this. When I was small, so like my mom used to say, "Arey, ye pehen lo, it will keep you protected from all the accidents." I wore them for a while. When I landed in Bombay, that's the first thing I let go in my life. It's like, I don't want to believe in this because I believe in something, I don't know what it is. I let go of it, and I promise you, it took me 1 year to really not believe in all that. For me personally. Now, from the hair to the rings, I really enjoy wearing them. Because I have very not pretty hands in terms of they're very discard and bruised and I've got cuts all over my hands.
These are gym hands, training hands, that's the way.
Sometimes the bottle has gone and there's a knife that has gone and then there are tooth marks of people, like about 21 over here.
Tooth marks?
Like when I used to fight, I used to fight a lot for friends.
Yeah.
So here. So I realized that the rings take away their attention.
Oh, they're working.
Not many people have asked me, but this is the real reason.
Yeah, actually there's this one black one also which has red eyes.
Yeah, this is from Bhutan. It's from a temple. It's a dragon. And this is a butterfly. I love butterflies.
Yeah.
It's my favorite creature. Apart from the firefly, I think the butterfly. Then this is an Oroboran. I've gone to Egypt and Oroboran is the beginning of life. So just random.
Very fascinating. It really catches the attention of anyone watching. Yeah, it takes away from the bite marks and the training hands. Thank you so much. Great having you. And Khuda Haafiz 2 Agni Pariksha releases in theatres very, very soon. So wo theatres mein zarur dekhiega. Any message for the Chingarians, Vidyut, that you write now?
It's releasing very, very soon on the 8th of July. Please enjoy it and would love your feedback.
Thank you so much. Great having you and hope to meet you again.
ऐसे ढेर सारे entertaining videos के लिए download करें चिंगारी ऐप।